Hello all, this is Kumara Ganesh and welcome to all to this Geospatial YouTube channel. I introduce myself that I am Kumara Ganesh. Myself, I was completed the doctoral degree in this field of remote sensing and nearly 10 years of experience in this field of remote sensing. So I plan to create a YouTube channel because mainly I would like to share my gained knowledge in this field of remote sensing to the young researchers, students, or the persons who are interested to work in the field of remote sensing. In this particular group of videos, I plan to record in different subjects that are remote sensing, photogrammetry, digital image processing, and geological aspect of studies and machine learning process. Under this remote sensing category, different application, different types of remote sensing like photogrammetry, image processing techniques, GPS and GIS softwares. In remote sensing category, remote sensing, basic concept of remote sensing, mode of transportation of remote sensing, historical background about remote sensing, and different satellite data are available about different satellite data and margin information about the data, and while in the different websites open source data are available for downloading the different satellite data. Those things we may discuss in this remote sensing. Photogrammetry is one of the important thing because this is a large scale mapping, and that will be helpful to view in 3D view. So that we may discuss in detail about the margin information about the aerial photographs and different image processing techniques to enhance, to classify the images. Those things are discussing under digital image processing. And GPS means global positioning systems. We are indirectly, as a human, we are indirectly using this application. Something like Ola, Swiggy, Rapido, and Google Earth. These are all the different application. Mainly depends on GPS tracking systems. GS one of the important softwares. As a remote sensing persons, we should learn about GS softwares. And in market of some open source softwares, so many softwares are already available. Those things we may discuss in detail about that under this category. In geological studies of concept, we may discuss in about the origin of Earth and different aspect of tectonical behavior of this different rocks. Hydrogeology, field geology, geomorphology is one of the very interesting subject because studying geomorphology is nothing but to study about the landforms in scientific aspect. That means landform formation of landforms and classification of landforms based on the different morphological behavior. There are something landforms, denudation landforms, fluvial landforms, marine, alien, tectonic landforms. Those things are discussed in detail under this category. That's another type of image classification is an object-based classification. That is a classification of satellite images is based on two types. One is a pixel-based classification. Another one is object-based classification. In this object-based classification, pixel-based classification, we may take into consideration of only pixel value. That means tonal variation only taking into consideration for classifying satellite images. In case of object-based image classification, images In addition with the tonal variation, that's textural, size, shape, pattern, associated features are taken into consideration for classification of image class, object-based image classification. Particularly for this object-based image classification, we may use that's e-cognition software, which is very useful for approach in rules-based approach for classification of object-based image classification. Those things we may discuss in the following slides or following videos. The another aspect of study is machine learning, that is object detection. Machine learning is not it's one of the important and emerging field in this field of remote sensing. So to understand about machine learning, some other field also essential, something like programming language. I was chosen that Python as a programming language for this machine learning process because of it was easy compared to others. Because why I was telling that this is easy means you have to compare with this Python with also other programming language. For example, you can compare this Python with the C program. Syntax for completion of one program, we may take 3 to 4 steps to complete that program in C program. But in case of Python, we may execute with one step. Those things we may discuss in later part. Yeah, however, for machine learning is fully depends on algorithm, and hence the learning about for understanding about the machine learning, we may know about some little bit knowledge in the field of mathematics, statistics, and Linux operating system also. Knowledge also essential. Something little bit of knowledge is essential. So these are all the brief introduction about this Geospatial YouTube channel, and we may discuss in the future in one by one in the later part of this video in individually. That's all from today's video. We may discuss in the later. So, okay, thank you. I always believe that efforts never fails. So myself, I was chosen to take some efforts. That will not failure. That's I hope. I believe myself. So any suggestions from your side or any questions in this field also, I am ready to answer. So thank you for your patience. If you are interested and if you like this channel, subscribe to this channel, like, share to your friends. Thank you. Let's we will close this video. We may discuss in the future.